man, hello ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Space Engineers. I am your host and failing miserably to get around to my camera, Quantum Tater. Say hello, Quantum Tater. All right, wave again. Oh, two waves in a row, guys. Must be a good day. Welcome back to this. This is our hydrogen refueling depot, and if we take a look out here of the violent shaking devices, we see the beautiful Rockbox and Soul Strider parked very nicely out there and, collecting fuel from our wonderful station here. And the Rockbox is, just hanging out. So last time, we managed to find the glorious Ukranium, as it's now just got to be known permanently by Mr. Lord Chaos. I appreciate that. So, I am back from vacation, and it was spectacular, guys. I went to a galaxy far, far away, and it was, yeah. I honestly, it's too incredible to describe. So I am back and excited to be back. Last time on episode 53, we did find uranium. Um, Lord Chaos said on the subject of mining depots, I could create like basically module-based mining depots that essentially would be added on, like modules that would be added on and put into place for little ones instead of doing a big mining depot like this every single time. Which I think wouldn't be a bad idea because, this is a beautiful operation here. We're collecting tons of ice and hydrogen and doing the work to make sure we have fuel ready for any ships we need to refuel. But it does take a lot of time to get each one of these up and running. Um, So having like a modularly designed small-based refinery mine system that I can just like implant into certain locations and get up and running would be really useful. Um, so I think you're correct on that, man. I appreciate that because I was kind of thinking the same thing, not doing big ones, but just doing individual systems that could be like maybe tweaked for different locations depending on terrain, things of that nature. Let's see what else. He likes the way the field depot looks. I appreciate that. Like I also enjoy it quite a bit. I am probably going to park. I need to build out really quickly. Well, we'll get to that in a second. So go ahead and finish this stuff. So he said the hunt obviously for ore and all those things was tedious, and he is not wrong. We have tons of space locations for the different materials and stuff all over mapped out for all the traveling we did to find the uranium, which is it was an uphill battle. And so let me see something. Okay, making sure I loaded the right save there for a second. I wasn't sure I did. Uh, um, so ultimately it was successful and well done. So thank you. I appreciate that. Chad said by building a base, like if we did the moon, I would have 90% of all the resources I would need, the cobalt, iron, silicon, stuff like that. Relatively close proximity, and then he said just take a lot of time to scout for the base location and what it might look like. Um, and then like that I'd want it near iron probably, or a healthy amount of iron, and that is not incorrect. I probably would want it near a healthy amount of iron, potentially cobalt as well. Um, he also suggested, oop, nearly overshot there. He also suggested, or uh, talked about maybe some drones, like doing drones, Jesus, drones. Drones that'll ferry the space cargo, have like space meals. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. I didn't think about it from distance wise. Like, well, now that we have uranium and we're going to have it processing here in a second, that could be something cool. Like, we just have uranium um, running back and forth. And depending on the distance, like, I don't think that I would. Oh, Christ. I don't think that I would build the drone to transport because I think our uranium deposits, where is it? It is. Well, let's do this. Let's go in here. We're going to turn off some space deposits. We don't need to see all of these all the time. Turn on you off. You. 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 I think if, like, there's no reason to have an AU or a cobalt if, like, there's an iron in AU, that seems like that makes more sense. Fe cobalt, that'd be good. So we don't need this iron, or this iron, or this iron, with this iron. We probably don't need more ice. There's a whole space ice asteroid of ice, so we probably don't need that. Good grief. Ice, nickel, silicon, those are fine. We can have those together. We only found... Oh, that's not true. We've got a... So there we go. We've got an MG and an AG, so we definitely don't need this guy visible. We can just turn on this guy for all. Nickel, nickel, nickel. I wish these were sorted. It would be nice to see these sorted by closest material. Like, so I don't need a silicone ice, so silicone iron would be better, I guess. Right? Makes more sense. We have plenty of platinum. Platinum ice would be good. Stupid space stone. And uranium. Oh, uranium Fe. That's interesting. Did I? Oh, because this is the refinery location. We're going to put that on as permanently. Turn this guy off. All right. So as you can see, those are over there. Ice, nickel, silicone, iron. And that distance wouldn't be too bad. I don't think 18 kilometers would be too curious of a distance. I've actually never done. Where is the? Ah, there it is. 44 kilometers. That'd be a long haul to transport that stuff. So, but building space mules does sound kind of neat and fun and a different challenge. So that may be something we do. I have never ruled out. Outfit them with reactors because we'll have uranium on board, so they can, for the transporting, and we can just use all platinum. That'd be really good. He also said maybe building like a Borg cube as a ship to visit each of the planets. I don't know about that. I am not against it, but it's also like a little wonky. I'll grab some resources really quick. And let's go ahead and get a spot for the rock box. I already have this built out. I think we're just going to come straight out. Straight out and up is what we're going to do. So just do this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's do this real quick. Up, bop, and one more there, and then we will grab. I still like these the best. That's what we want. And then I could probably. I don't think I need to, but maybe. No, that should be good. I think, is that enough room for the rock box? That should be enough room. So grab this. Oh, where did I put that? There it is. Hoo-yah! Oh, I forgot I have gravity. Beautiful. We'll say, gonna call this rock box. Box inset connector. Rock box base. There we go. So, what I want to do today is get the rock box on a home. Let's get the engines turned on. We'll get these tanks off fill. Oh. There we go. This is not the rock box. I don't know why I keep calling this. This is the rock fish. I need to change that name when I get back to that. Also, I noticed I don't think I have an antenna on the rock box itself, which could be detrimental. So we are gonna probably need to fix that. Oh, what am I doing here, man? I'm on the struggle bus today. There we go. Get that hooked up. 9, 8, 7. There we go. All right. Box fish. Box fish. Box fish. Let's get that changed really quick. What did I say? Box fish. Okay, base connector. I I don't know why that's interesting that powered down. All right, so what I want to do today, since I don't know about a bore cube, I know I just kind of stopped on that. Also, with my first little tutorial that was not a tutorial at all, my how not to blueprint, and I didn't really learn anything. I did get some good comments though. Red Sea Frog, love the name by the way, said where the first block is placed is typically the relation of where the projector goes. Um, the projector wants to be 0, 0, 0 essentially, and so wherever you place the projector is is going to count as a 0, 0, 0 block. So, but the way the block is built, and I might revisit this as like a part two, but basically the way the block is built, the first block you put down has an orientation. And with armor blocks, that orientation apparently switches every time you place a new one down. So if it wasn't all connected, but it all inherits the very first orientation. So if I built, for instance, when I was working on the LAAT or the LAT ship, my dropship, one of my dropship designs, I believe what happened is I probably built it. I probably put landing gear down, and then I went straight up from the landing gear and then straight over, and it inherited that position. So there's a way to reset that. We're going to kind of go through that. Like I said, I think I want to do a part two of that, and we'll kind of reset those things. It's based on the XYZ coordinate, and so you just got to find the center. Clyde said that he thought that said one of the dropships seemed too big to be a dropship. He liked the lion face dropship. I don't know which one was the lion-faced one, so I gotta go back and look at that. And then he said that he was learning, and he's like, "Oh, it's my first blueprint too." It's not. I just don't have a ton of experience with the blueprinting process, but there is some great tutorials out there. And then, as mentioned by Michael Savage, he said that Splitsy did one that was still relevant, even though it's 7 years old. Kind of talking about that stuff. Uh, and he said something doesn't not make sense just because I don't understand it, which I agree with, wholeheartedly. Um, but I think what I was saying, and this is semantics at this point. I was simply saying I don't understand it. Like it doesn't make sense to me. I wasn't saying it doesn't make sense. Period. It definitely has some reasoning. There's plenty of things that don't have a like seeming. I mean, inefficiency in spaces and the rhyme or reason behind things is not new in the world of anything. Oh, I need a light armor block. So not understanding why they chose to do the thing they chose to do is, you know, it's true. It doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. And that's kind of what I was getting at. I wasn't simply saying that like Keen doing something was stupid and doesn't make sense. I was simply saying I don't understand how or why it is the way it is. Um, okay. So there's that. So and then I think who else commented on that? That's it for those, I think. I'd have to go back and look. But I really enjoyed doing that. I hope if you guys liked the little tutorial bit that was not entirely helpful, but entertaining, let me know. Um, so yeah, first on the list of things to do today, I wanted to get a hookup for the boxfish so that I could get it off the back of this guy. And now that I have that, we can move on. The second thing I want to do is we're going to go set up the refinery for the uranium. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to depart, batten down the hatches, and we are going to come here. One thing we need to do, we're going to turn off. No, that's not what we need to do. Well, not yet anyways. Let's go into Bob. Space Bob, what are you doing, buddy? Space Bob here needs to have his coordinates reset. Because I want him to be, well, I want him to be over the ship and not all over the map. So we're going to go ahead and zero him out. There we go. And if we go to Space Bob, we can turn this on and we see that he is back to being centered on me, the center of his attention. We're going to break free from this thing, make sure our engines, let's go ahead and fill them up. Oh, batteries on charge. 83% is not bad. Charge these bad boys up. We've got, let's see what we've got right now. We've got refinery, refining uranium. The reactor should have, if I can spell the word reactor, 20. So we've got juice. That's great. We also have our solar cooking. So what we're going to do is we are going to, tanks are full, which is beautiful. We are going to, all the engines are still on. Let's go ahead and Dampeners off, and let's detach. And we are going to break loose. And the plan is we're going to go set up the refinery and mining situation for uranium. I think that'd be a really good idea. I believe I'm also going to build an antenna on that guy. I just think it's a wise idea. Let's get a little bit of this majesty. Look at this. Breaking loose of the refinery. That's a good screenshot right there. And then we're going to get that refinery set up so we can start not only getting those resources and refining them, but then I think I'm going to come back, start maybe doing the blueprint for the dropship. And then what else do I want to do? I haven't decided. We might build both dropships just for the fun of it. You know what? Let's go get this unknown signal. We are off. Look at that. Would you just look at it? It's pretty good. I enjoy this. So, yeah. Maybe build the dropship or start the planetary dropship to go to surface. And maybe even test it by going back to home base just for fun. Maybe even load it up a little. And then, yeah, maybe start the jump module. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and head to this location here. Once we get there, I will then point us in the direction, the wonderful direction of our soon-to-be refinery situation. We'll get that kind of set up, and then from there, what do we want to do? We are going to I'll probably do a time skip to get to the uranium, because I don't think we want to watch this behemoth float through the air. Get some more speed up. I think we are approaching relatively quick. And then I'll paint that thing pink, and maybe Bob will help me destroy it. Maybe he won't. I don't know. Bob's been kind of finicky lately, guys. He is not really keeping up with his work. No, that's not true. Space Bob is great. Employee of the month. He finished that entire refinery station all by his lonesome, which is very impressive, I think. We are closing in. Let's drift a little bit closer to it. Trying to reserve fuel. I know that in space it's not as big a deal. We have tons of ice coming in. We should be able to refuel many, many times. I think, yeah. Alright, I see it off the bow there. Don't want to get too close. Hopefully it's not explosive. Let's go ahead and turn these dampers on. And let's get out there. I don't trust it. What did we get? A lip. Lame. Okay. What is in here? Ooh, we got a plushie. Let's see if I can push this back towards the... There we go. Hooah! And then we go... Ah! There we go. We'll just damp to it. They're slowly drifting into Bob's grasp. We'll let this guy pick it up. But how fast are we going? We're not going that fast. Alright, let's just start. Thanks, Bob. Beautiful. Thank you, Bob. Deposit all our stuff. And then there were none. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, uranium. There she blows. Alright, guys. We're going to start heading towards the uranium. This thing creaks a lot. Max speed for this guy with its weight and mass is 90 meters a second. So, building that, oop, building the, building, building the, building the jump drive, I think is going to become very critical pretty quickly, just because. So, let's, oh, so I want to do this. We're doing on power. We are using, I think we're in versus out. We're positive, so we are producing more energy than we are using. Right now the sun's there. Which side gets more energy? Let's do this. We do this. Get that sunlight on those boys right there. Maybe we'll have some. Look at that. We get some nice, sweet solar power off the bottom arrays. Line them up. I don't know if this is true or not. If you can, let's see if I can kill some of the noise. It does make quite a bit of noise. There we go. So we have engines off. It looks like not all the engines are off, which is interesting. Yeah, they're all cold. Okay. Engines are cold. Yep. All engines cold. Perfect. So I wonder if it's one of those things, and then I am going to time skip it to stop talking, but I wonder if I could have a rotating solar assembly on a spaceship. I think the problem with it, if I did that, one that pointed at stuff, I think it would, because of the way the systems work, I think it would shift the entire station. Instead of the system rotating because it's not at a fixed point, it would rotate the station and not be able to effectively point at the sun, is what I think. I'm not sure though. I've never tried it. Maybe that's something we try. But anyways, I will pick you up on the other side. Alrighty guys, we are back, or welcome back to the flying through space. I have to say really quick, cut the engines and listen very closely, like the creaking, and it's very creepy sounding in this ship. It's definitely got a vibe. It's got an ambient feel to it. So anyways, we are approaching. We are 6 kilometers out. Approaching pretty close to that thing, but we should be okay. No problems there. It looks like all of our lights are, not all of our lights are on, but enough of them are on that it's very interesting how many. So we might have to come here and type flood. Yeah, we got all our lights on. It's very interesting. I was taking a look at the ship and the lighting and stuff, and I will say something that's fascinating to me is the battery currently, the usage shows like unlimited power essentially, because we're refining. I guess the refining of the uranium isn't taking enough effort to potentially have to. It's taking less to refine than the ship is producing, which is really spectacular because it means we are essentially at infinite energy. So, and I really appreciate that. So let's go ahead and point this guy down. How we doing? Okay. You're coming in. We've got another unknown signal. That is really hard to see. Landing. Oh, landing. Mag. Oh, that was nearly catastrophic. Holy cow, I thought it was further away than that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, that was oof. Oof. All right, let's see if we can't make some touchdown. We are locked, and then we can go here to turn the engines off. Now, I was going to do something really quick that I did not do, and this is something I didn't even set up. So, custom data, turn you on, blueprints, Soul Strider. I think we only have one. Oh, we do not have a new blueprint of the Soul Strider. That is unacceptable. Okay. So we're going to see how bad this guy is off. And note to self that the blueprint, the engines are off on the blueprint, so should I ever try to paste this into an environment where it will plummet to the earth, it will plummet to the earth. So SS Spaceship Soul Strider, there we go. Let's see, I'm gonna go over here, we're gonna say projector, let's see blueprints, SS Soul Strider. And look at that. So this is interesting, right? So let's keep projection. Look at that. So you can see the origin block must have been relatively close to where I put the projector, which makes sense because I built it from this corner over here. So we are just, honestly, it looks like we are a couple blocks forward and a couple blocks off. That's funny. So the projector, it's interesting. Okay, well, I think I'm learning a thing or two about it. So let's say projector wise, oh, you know what? We can just come here. We do projector. Do on off. We'll do increase forward, increase, decrease forward, decrease vertical is not what I meant. We're gonna do increase vertical. Nope. Increase vertical, decrease vertical, and horizontal, horizontal. So we should only have to go like a couple forward, like so. A couple to the, or one down, which is perfect. Yeah, one down. And then just a couple to the left, and then boom, completely lined up. Come back here, we say projection. We make sure it says keep projection because that's how you prevent the projector from keep projection. That's how you, like when you complete the projection, if you complete it, that's how you prevent it from doing that. So now we can turn Bob back on. And then let's go ahead and get to work. I'm gonna grab some steel plate. I need steel plate. Let's say this guy here. Maybe some construction components. Maybe 10 of these guys just in case. Yeah, that should be good. We should be good there. Okay. We are off to figure out what... Oh, you know what? You're on. Let's set your range up. We're going to say 250. Thank you. And you should be broadcasting. We should have parked over the hole. Why is that not? That's definitely uranium right there. Okay, well, cool. Perfect. So first things first. Uranium is definitely black. Oh, let's go with, we're gonna need a drill. We're just gonna do one of these guys. We're gonna try to align. Oh, press pressing the wrong button here. I'm sitting here pressing num lock. That's gonna do a lot of good for me. Let me see real quick. Okay. Okay. We're kind of designing this off the cuff, guys. Can I bring this closer? I can. Perfect. Okay. Okay. By the way, if you don't know, as I'm doing this right this second, oh, don't do that. As I'm doing this right this second, um, you can essentially, oh my gosh, not know how to do what I'm trying to do right this second. But you can essentially, by holding the control button and using your mouse wheel, you can move things forward and closer to you. So if you don't like how far you're able to get away from this thing, that should be able to mine uranium, but I don't think that's going to be the best. That's not going to be the best. Okay, what about... Okay, let's try that. 8. I wish it would stop switching that stuff up. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And if we go down here... Oh, come on. Okay, so then if I turn this guy on... Uranium, perfect. That's what we wanted. Okay, so let's go here. I need to get... Okay, do that. Five. We're just doing this thing. Alright, right there. Let's get this. We're gonna get 2 drills down, I think is the idea right now. I know, I feel like I'm wasting rock here by... what was I doing? Oh yeah, I remember. Just kidding. Test. It was a test, you guys. I was testing you guys to see if you knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. Okay. Okay. Go here real quick. Reactor. Let's see. 5. Drill. Both getting uranium. Perfect. They are getting less than one was, so I wonder. Interesting. Okay, let's do an experiment. Let's turn this guy off. Okay. So the drill, this drill here is getting 0.3 every so many seconds. Okay. So
inventory full.
Okay, so now the drill point 0.36, 0.3, 0.3. Okay. So if I grab this and I go grab this and I stick it right there and I weld this up and I say now the drills should both be producing the same amount, which is 0.3. Okay, so they are. They're not really down. Okay, so I need 40 reactor components and queue that up. And then let's do video number 4 here. We're gonna say and then 5. Okay, you go out. I need you to rotate. And then what else do we need? We're gonna need yield modules. That's speed, yield, speed.
Energy low.
Alright, there you go. Now, go get some energon back really quick. Ah! Get this energy while we think about what we're doing down there. Well, that's taking a long time, good grief. Okay, let's take a nap. Let's think about it. Hi, fish. What are we doing, fish? Alright, infinite power is coming online. We're going to put a reactor down there. Oh, yes, that's what we need. I need at least 40 more of these. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have enough gravel? We do have enough gravel. I wonder how much gravel we actually have. We should take a look at that. We only have 8,000, so at some point we're going to need some stone, which is kind of a weird thing, but it is what it is. So, okay, do this. That is empty. We've got our juice back. Let's go down here. Let's go take a look and see how we've come along. We are processing. Oh, I built a battery there. I probably should build a second battery. One battery should be enough actually with the overhead of the generator. I don't think I have access down on the... I don't. I do not have access, but I have access here. And I just put a bunch of stuff in production. There you go. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Okay, let's go into here. This is the static space mine. MK1. Both are drilling. How are we doing? We're refining. Beautiful. And this is going to refine slower, if I'm not mistaken. God, this is loud. If I'm not mistaken, if we go to the info tab here, this will... Control panel, refinery, will... It's going to yield at... Going to refine speeds 330%, which is great. It's going to yield at 141%, and it's still power efficient. Plus, we have a reactor online, which is going to be producing all the energy we need for it. So that is that. The only thing we need to do now, we need to go here, and those things off. Come over here. Grab this. Come here, come here. 4, 5, there it is. 8. Production. Control panel, antenna. So, ship name. Waiting for this to be completed. What are we missing? We should have... Oh, do we only have 26 of the 40? Let's go see. We might need to make... We may need to make 14 of those guys. Let's see. Antenna parts. Radio is what it's called. Nope, we don't know anymore. So control panel production. We need... Nope, that's detect components. Where are they? Antenna. Man, am I... There we go. Make a couple more of those. Do we really not have any of those radio components? That's crazy. It's not that crazy. It's a little crazy. Not that crazy. There we go. So. We do that. We've blueprinted our static space mine part 1. This one specifically can be changed to uranium. And because I think there's enough power, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, refinery. Has all the power it needs, because the reactor is producing what? Let's see, small reactor. 15 megawatts, yeah, and this thing is using less than 2. The battery should be on recharge. If we're producing more than we need, the input, yeah, totally required 31. Time left 1 hour. Fully recharged in 11 minutes, 13 minutes. So basically, this thing is only choking because it's not getting enough. Yeah, it's. I wonder, you know what? Let's go ahead and. What if instead of speed, we did just yield? Yield module. Oh, I did that wrong. Good grief. Yeah, see, because speed is making it too quick. And as much as I would love to have too quick, so we just need bop and bop. Yeah, we can just bop, put those things in production. And go back down here. And so now it shouldn't be able to chew through it as quick. Like, we'll probably get a backlog, but it'll be constantly work. Nope, it's still going to blow through them pretty fast. That's pretty funny. Okay, so now they've got the uranium static mine done. That's all this is all we kind of need, guys. We don't really need much else. If we wanted to be super extra, which we can always be super extra, but we could do, let me go grab stuff. We can do this and essentially loop the whole thing back on itself so that there are no stressors. We can just bop. And this way, there we go. Now it's just one completed unit. There's no stressors, nothing acting weird there. Um, not that that is a stressor, but yeah, that's it. That's our little mining hole in the base. So what we can do now, let's go ahead and grab, we're in space, so we don't really need strut bracing, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself on accident. Go over here. I need at least some of this, some of these, maybe this, maybe this, this. Got construction components. What else would I need? I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna need. Go over here, and then we're gonna come down. I just want to basically have oh, wrong button. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then no, where's my button? Good grief, guys. I can't find it. I couldn't find it. Nope, we're gonna do that right there. That's the one we want. I'm being, let's see. I know I don't need this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There we go. And then just to be extra. Okay, if you press B, it's supposed to. Then you can do like this. Nope. Maybe like this. Nope. There's a trick to getting blocks placed like this so you don't have to fly, and I can't remember. Somebody said it to me, and I honestly cannot remember what it was. But That's okay. Got that braced in, braced right there, perfect. Looks great, looks perfect. Love it, love everything about it. Now we got this right here. We can say, uranium base inset connector. Perfect. What else do we need? Ah, we need lighting. I agree. We do need lighting. No. Do I have...
Energy low.
I know, energon low. Why are we not welded? There we go. Come on, weld it up. Those are terrible lighting. They really are. They didn't do what I wanted them to. It's because I can't find the ones that are direct down. I guess it's that. I think that's the problem, is they were not direct down. So let's do that. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and move this guy. R2. Oof. Man, this is gonna be rough. Alright, let's go see what this looks like. I don't know if I like that. I don't think this one isn't necessary the way it's pointed. I think that's a good one. If I could honestly get, you know what I need? Let me see. Think for a second. If I do this guy right here, and then I did this guy here, and maybe the same thing here, right? And then let's see, we go color. Is there a rotation speed on this guy? Intensity, offset, blink interval, blink 10%, blink length. Let's do uh, let's do a 5% blink, and then what if we did? Oh, rotation speed. There we go. This thing needs to be. There we go. Yeah. How's that? That feels a little bit better. And then if I turn off my lights, we have that. And then what else do we want to do? I don't think we really need the walkway. I was thinking about doing like a walkway to this thing, but this, like, we got some light there. We got some light there, some light there. Honestly, that's double lighted. We probably don't need that. We could probably cut this guy off. Yeah. There we go. That way everything's kind of lit up. This thing's producing. Let's see. How are we doing for power now? Check here. Refinery speed is 130, which is fine. Yield rate's 200% efficiency, which is great. The max power necessary is we're still producing 15 megawatts. Current output, yeah, it's not even needed. So, and then obviously this guy's picking up materials and stuff too. So that works. We are currently producing uranium, which is great. Interestingly enough, if we type in refinery right here, there's a good chance that both refineries are picking stuff up. Oh, see, get out of here. That's not what we wanted. Okay. Over here. Large. I need this to not. Okay. This dang, that dang refinery down there has taken stuff it's not supposed to, and that is dumb. So let's do refinery here. Whoa, did I pick all that up? No, I didn't. Okay. Back to me, refinery. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? Bob, take care of that. Bob, take care of that. I still need that nickel, but we don't need it that much. Perfect. That's all that matters. Oh my gosh. Minus that. Alright, so now if we check this grid, the only thing that should be in there is freaking uranium. Small reactor, check. It's got everything it needs. Perfect. That's what we needed. Oh. Note to self, grab gravity. Get gravity online stat. Alrighty guys, let's see. Get that in there. Uranium. We're also, how are we doing on refinery here? That doesn't sound right. Do we not have any uranium? Okay, well, reactor's got power. Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Port connector. Alright guys, really quick, let's go into here. Let's do remote access terminal for this guy here. Let's try that one more time. Go here, remote access. Why can't I open the terminal? Is it because my antenna's off? It is. Okay, so go here, remote access terminal for this station antenna. We're gonna say 5,000 is fine. That should be okay. And then from there, nope, that's it. That's all we needed. Okie dokie. Let's go get this unknown signal. And then let's go to ore detector. Don't need you turned on currently. Do that. Refinery, we are refining that. Perfect. Okay. Now we move. Look at that. That's great. Uranium. For our space uranium refinery. Let's make this a cool color. What do we think? Let's do noxious green because refinery. And uranium, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Shoot. Go take an investigation, see what this thing is. Hey, space bucks. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? We got a cow helped. I feel like Bob is not helping. Who else feels like Bob is not helping? Oh, I was mistaken. Bob is helping. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you. What if we... There you go, Bob. Take all that. Bob, what you do? Here we go. Beautiful. Alright. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to get back to base. That's our next plan. We're going to see if we can get to the fuel, back to our fuel depot. We're going to dock up, and then I will catch you on that other side when we do that. Yeah, and then I think that might be it. That might be... We might call it for that. That took a little bit longer than I expected, which is okay, but go ahead and get this back to the fuel depot, and then we will call it there. ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to tell you we are back. I was sitting here being quiet this entire time, but I'm struggling really hard to get docked up, if I'm being honest. Good grief, this is a struggle today. Tilt up, tilt up, tilt up. We're gonna say we are locked. Perfect. Go back here. Engines off. Refuel those tanks up. And we are back at base camp. So, yeah, that was successful. I'm going to take a brief break. If you'll give me just a second, I will be right. Alrighty. Yeah, that brief break is actually going to be the end of it. I really expected. I thought if I cut all the travel out that it would shorten this episode a little bit. It did not. So, we got our refinery thing up. We only knocked one of the things off our list, which is a little disappointing, but that's okay. It happens. The uranium refinery slash mine is up and running. And what else? I think that's it. We made it back. We docked successfully. We didn't crash. We didn't blow anything up. Got a cow helmet in the process. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, you know what to do. Now that we have refinery going, we can take a quicker ship over there, grab that stuff, bring it back, transport it, things of that nature. It should be building stuff as we're sitting here. And then, yeah, on the next episode, I think we're going to try to build our dropship and maybe go scout the moon for a potential base location. And we also need to build our jump pod so that we can use the, what do you call it? Use a jump drive to transport us a little bit quicker because this is currently a little too slow for my liking. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, you know what to do. Subscribe, bell notification, so you don't miss anything coming up. Look out for another how-to video maybe to wrap up my how-to or how not to rather projector series, and then yeah, I will catch you later, taters. Let's see if we can wave goodbye. We sure can't. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.